Diddy's daughters have reportedly dropped the Combs name after hearing what their father allegedly did to Cassie, and everybody is talking about it. It's not just bold, it's loud, personal, and impossible to ignore. This isn't just some quiet move behind the scenes. They are cutting ties in the most public way possible, and that says everything.
Behind you.
How are you guys feeling? How'd it go today?
Step to the side, please. Congratulations to NYU, Chance. Back up.
This story runs deep and it hits hard. Let's talk about what this name change really means and why it could be the moment everything shifts for the Combs family. At this point, everybody knows Diddy is caught up in a legal disaster. The headlines have been wild, but what goes down in those courtrooms? That is the part most people have not seen. There are layers to this that are way darker than the public realizes. We are talking graphic testimony, secret footage, and allegations so bad that even his closest people are going quiet. And this isn't some messy gossip. It's all playing out in real time with real evidence in front of real judges. And here's where things really start to unravel. Cassie, who spent over a decade with Diddy, showed up to court and dropped testimony that had the whole room stunned. She came in calm, collected, but what she laid out hit like a punch to the gut. She talked about being young, in love, thinking she was chasing a music dream, but what she actually stepped into, a nightmare way darker than anyone expected. That's when Cassie really let it all out and started talking about these things Diddy called freak-offs. And y'all, it was darker than anyone expected. These weren't just some wild nights. They were straight-up disturbing setups that he made her run and take part in. She was just getting started in the industry, barely in her 20s, and had no clue what she was walking into. She said Diddy controlled it all. Who came, what she wore, what she took, how she acted. Every little thing was mapped out, and she didn't have a say in any of it. These sessions didn't just last a few hours. They went on for days. Cassie said she felt trapped, scared, and pushed into doing things she never agreed to. And while all that was happening, Diddy was allegedly recording everything. Those videos, he reportedly used them as leverage to keep her and other people quiet. That's not love. It's manipulation dressed up as power. It's not care. It's straight up control. And just when you think it couldn't get any more twisted, Cassie said Diddy didn't just control what happened during those sessions. He kept tabs on her even outside of them. She claimed he had people watching her, making sure she didn't step out of line. Everything was micromanaged, down to the tiniest detail, from the clothes she wore to the lighting in the room. He was calling every single shot like a movie director with total control. But just when you think this story couldn't get more disturbing, one of the wildest testimonies came from a male escort. He said he was invited to one of these freak-offs, thinking it was just going to be him and Cassie, until he spotted Diddy hiding around the corner, watching the whole thing. Then Diddy stepped out, smiled, and said he liked what he saw. The man froze. He said the moment made him feel completely violated and unsafe. That's when it really hit him. This wasn't just a messed up party, it was something way darker. And if you thought it couldn't get messier, oh it does. The same witness dropped another bombshell. He said he walked in to find Cassie already in the middle of something intimate with another man. But when that man accidentally locked eyes with Diddy, it was game over. Diddy allegedly lost it, snapping at the guy to stop looking at him. The man backed down quickly, apologizing like his life depended on it. Meanwhile, Cassie ran across the room, clearly freaked out. But Diddy told her to get back in position like nothing happened, like this was all just part of the script. This wasn't just messy, it was a full-on operation. The escort described walking into rooms that looked like they had been used for hours. Towels thrown around, baby oil dripping, half-empty bottles of lube everywhere. He said he only got paid if he followed through with the acts Diddy arranged. Most times it was Cassie who handed him the money, but once Diddy stepped out himself and casually asked asked if he got his money, like it was just another business deal. He admitted he never even asked for money. He felt lucky just to be in the same room as celebrities. But then Diddy did something that shifted the whole vibe. He took the man's driver's license and snapped a photo of it just like that. That moment changed everything. This wasn't about clout or cash anymore. This was fear, plain and simple. And if all of that sounds horrifying to us on the outside, just imagine what it must have been like for the people closest to him, especially his daughters. For them, this isn't just another headline or trending topic. This is their actual life falling apart in real time, sitting in court, hearing the darkest details about their own father while cameras flash and blogs go crazy. That's a different level of pain. And if we are this disturbed hearing about it secondhand, you can bet they have already lived through way worse behind closed doors. Honestly, walking away from the Combs name might be the first real step toward peace. That leads us to Diddy's daughters, Jessie and Delilah. After sitting through all that, they were seen walking out of court just after Cassie's testimony. No smiles, no chatting, just heads down, faces tight. You could feel the heaviness around them, like the whole room had shifted. And honestly, after everything they heard, who could blame them?
You guys really sit through that whole case and kept your spirits high. I really like that for y'all. Y'all look great. Keep your spirits up, y'all. You're doing great. And y'all are eating it. Y'all look good.
Step to the side, please.
Y'all are beautiful. Keep smiling. Keep your spirits
How are
up.
you guys feeling? How'd it go today?
Step to the side, please.
They did their thing in there.
How have you seen your father today?
Congratulations at NYU, champ.
Give us little
Back
space.
up.
Give us little space. Give us little space.
Step to the side, please. Excuse me.
Watch out. Watch out. Give us little space, please. Come on. Give us little space.
Not long after that, reports started surfacing that the girls were quietly changing their last name. And after everything they saw and heard, can you really be surprised? They have not spoken out publicly, but this move says it all. They are not just putting space between themselves and Diddy, they are cutting ties in the most symbolic, powerful way they can. And just when it felt like things couldn't get any heavier, a moment of unexpected normalcy caught everyone off guard. Just days after the first week of Diddy's trafficking trial wrapped up, Jessie and Delilah popped out at their high school prom. The twins pulled up in matching, beaded, off-the-shoulder red gowns, looking happy, glowing, and unbothered, at least on the surface. It was the kind of moment that had folks online doing a double take, like, wait, what? It was a brief pause in the storm, a night that didn't match the chaos surrounding their family. The prom went down in downtown LA, and even with all eyes on their family, the girls looked like they just wanted one night to feel normal. Their dates carried them outside the venue, and they posed for pics like everything was chill, smiling, laughing, like they were not living in the middle of a media storm. It felt like a soft reset in the middle of chaos. Even with everything going on, they are clearly still trying to celebrate their milestones and not let the mess around their dad ruin that for them. The vibe they gave off, like they were saying, "We are still here," or trying to show the world they were not letting this break them, felt like their way of standing tall without saying a word. It wasn't about what they said. It was all in how they carried themselves. And people online felt that, because at the end of the day, they are just teens trying to hold on to something normal while everything around them is falling apart. And let's be real, it's hard not to wonder if that prom night was more than just a celebration. The prom wasn't just a photo op. It was a small act of reclaiming their narrative, a way to be seen and smile even while potentially stepping away from the Combs name. But not everybody was clapping for that move, and some people definitely had something to say about it. Some criticized Diddy for bringing his kids to court. She said it felt selfish, like Diddy was using them for optics instead of protecting them. To make it even more telling, Jesse and Delilah did leave the courtroom during the most graphic parts of the testimony. That includes the male escort describing an encounter involving Cassie and Diddy. So, even they seemed to recognize it was too much.
How did you all feel about opening statements today? How did you all feel about opening statements today? Hello.
Some people online took a colder stance, saying it was important for Diddy's daughters to sit through the harsh realities being laid out in court. One viral comment really hit a nerve. If Diddy's daughters are too young to hear, Cassie was too young to be trafficked by their father is such a crazy perspective. She was really only a year older than them when it all started. And just like that, the conversation took a turn. That comparison made people stop scrolling and really sit with it. If his own daughters could not even sit through the details, what does that say about what Cassie was going through at their age? That contrast hit hard. It didn't just stir conversation, it cracked something open. People started realizing this wasn't just a messy case, it was a deeper reflection of power, silence, and trauma in real time. Even with all the heated takes, most of the internet has shown compassion for Jesse and Delilah. People see them as victims of circumstance, not targets for blame, but many are still questioning why they were even there. One user wrote, "Why were his daughters there in the first place? Every adult involved should have their heads examined." Another added, "Given the nature of the charges, he shouldn't have had his daughters there, but that lets you know he only was thinking about himself and his defense." At the end of the day, this didn't feel like genuine support. It felt like damage control, and people noticed. No one grounded is coming for the girls, but the adults who put them in that room, yeah, they are getting called out left and right. Quincy, their older brother, once came forward saying the family stood by Diddy and believed the truth would come out. But now, that message feels like a distant echo. With everything that's surfaced since, the silence from the rest of Diddy's kids and even his mother is starting to speak louder than any statement ever could. Dropping the Combs name isn't just about a new label. It's about grabbing back their peace, their safety, and the future they deserve. Their choice blew up online because it's not just bold, it's straight up necessary. They aren't faking like everything is cool. Cassie's testimony wasn't a one-time thing. It detailed years of and humiliation, as shown by the 2016 video, which shows Diddy attacking her in a hotel hallway. This isn't about a single moment. It's about a disturbing pattern. Speaking of fallout, the name change by Diddy's daughters, Jesse and Delilah, is one of the loudest statements yet. Whether it becomes official or not, it's clear. They are done being tied to this painful legacy.
Let me meet you at the mirror. Oh my god. Who is he?
No, it's just a...
Wow, I'm about to cry.
Yes, the trial isn't over yet, but one thing is already clear. The fallout is hitting everyone close to Diddy, and this name change, it's just the start. Make sure you hit that like button if you are following this story, and drop your thoughts down in the comments. I want to know what you think about Diddy's daughters making this move. Trust me, there is way more tea coming, so don't miss out.